Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Life is Strange Before the Storm. In the last episode, Rachel asked Chloe to continue trying to find Sera, and as such we have sort of broken into the Amber household. I mean, we had a key, we have the code to James's study, but you know, Mr. and Mrs. Amber haven't actually given us permission. So I do think what we're doing is considered breaking and entering. So, you know, the illegal stuff starting almost immediately, that's great.
Hello?
Chloe.
I need to search this office for any communication with Sera that can help me find her.
Okay, yeah, that's great, but the front door? Chloe, were you born in a barn? Why? Okay, Chloe's just decided, let's make sure the neighborhood knows that someone's at the Amber household. Great. Ooh, crime reports and a crime map, I think that was.
Arcadia Bay's least wanted.
Okay, I would assume the guy up there, he's wearing a Firewalk t-shirt. Oh shit, was that the guy we stole the t-shirt from? We wrecked his car and then we stole a t-shirt and his money. I think that guy... It doesn't help that you can't see the mouse, but you know, the one on the bottom over here. I think that's the bouncer with the... I think he had a bunch of Maori tattoos, I think. That's the guy who wanted to fight us. We bumped into him. We went up to the upper layer, and he was like, "Oh, we gotta teach the bitch a lesson." That's Frank. And that's Damon. Arcadia Bay Police Department. It's an assault. Reporting Officer Sergeant Alex Keller. Suspect description, Damon Merrick, age 31. They don't know when he was born. Male, 6'3", 180 pounds, hair brown, eyes brown, white dude. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon at 10:15 on the, April. 12th of April. It's the fact that it comes first. It janks up my brain. Yeah, so on the 12th of April, place of occurrence, it was at Tumnus Lumber. After a verbal altercation with the victim, Merrick brandished a fire poker, hitting the victim several times about the head before fleeing the scene. Merrick's gloves were recovered and entered into evidence. A 911 call was received at 21 minutes past 10, and an officer arrived on scene at 38 minutes past 10 with EMT. The victim was taken to a hospital. A bystander who requested to remain anonymous named Damon Merrick as the assailant. Okay. Ooh. Very interesting. I was gonna say we shouldn't open that because this is clearly from the DA's office. It's got the If this is what I think it is, basically it's evidence that's going to go to trial, and so they put them in boxes and then tape them up, and then the tape will only be cut once the evidence is about to be shown. It prevents evidence tampering. However, as we can see, the tape's already been cut. This is tampered evidence, or at least evidence that I guess James wanted to look at. It's in his office. It's in his filing cabinet.
What do we have here?
Ooh. I would assume those are Damon's gloves.
I should check the computer, or some of those files laying around.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to assume those are the gloves mentioned in the crime report. Okay. Okay. Lots of, I would assume, legal books. I can't read what it says. The writing is too small.
If it can rain ash, I guess it could snow in LA.
I mean, it could, but I don't think that's particularly likely.
It's the big one.
Nice. Cute. Ooh, hello.
James has a file on Frank. I'd love to read this, but I've got to focus on finding Rachel's mom.
Oh, no, let me read it. Let me read it. I want the goss. I want all of the gossip.
Best dad. That stuff is all politics anyway.
Hello. I'm going to assume you move the plot forward, so, oh, we got a locked drawer, yeah, I want to, like I said, I want to look at everything.
I need to dig through everything in this room. Sheldon. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before? Sheldon. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before?
Well, if you open the file, you'll find out, Chloe. Okay.
Locked drawer inside locked office. Seems promising.
And I would assume she'll just say, I need to find the key.
I'm not gonna be able to smash my way through this one. Hopefully there's a key around somewhere.
Yeah, this looks like a very sturdy desk. I would assume this is actual wood. It's not like plywood that's been painted to look like oak. Like, no, this is probably a proper oak desk or something.
James sure keeps lots of files on people.
Gerald Scott. Okay. Hello.
More sherry.
The fact that he's keeping it hidden away in his bottom drawer is very telling. Chloe! Oh, God. Now they're definitely gonna know we were here. 100%. God damn. Oh, well, no regrets. No regrets.
I guess getting your ass kissed comes with the DA territory.
Service Award presented to James Amber in appreciation of your integrity, honesty, and dedication to the fair and ethical administration of justice. Fair and ethical. Not words I would use to describe James. I'm ignoring integrity, honesty, and dedication. Is it fair and ethical to give a woman you know is on drugs a bunch of money to stay away from her kid? Is that fair and ethical? Because I'm going to be brutally honest. I think... How do I word this? I think James was trying to kill Sera, but in a very hands-off, roundabout way. Sera was doing hard drugs. Drugs that can kill. Not a little bit of weed, like hard heroin. probably cocaine, like, God knows what else. By giving her money, there was a pretty good chance that she'd overdose. And if she overdosed, she'd probably die, and she would never reappear in Rachel's life. I think that's what James's end goal was. He wasn't giving her money to be nice. He was giving her money in the hopes that, like, okay, maybe this time she'll OD. Maybe this time she'll OD. Oh shit, she's gotten her act together. Fuck. Like, that's... I think that's what James's plan was. He's wealthy. He can throw money at a problem. He can throw money at problems in creative ways. You know, if Sera OD'd, no one would blame him. They probably wouldn't be able to trace it back to him. Like... I think that was... Was that Gerald Scott?
James sure keeps lots of files on people.
And the computer.
Pro tip. When digging for secrets, try the DA's computer.
Okay, what do we have?
Even if James is trying to protect Rachel from her mother, this seems like a pretty terrible way to act.
From S. Gearhart to James R. Amber. James, this is enough. When you told me at the park that you weren't going to let me be a part of Rachel's life, of course I was angry, but I understood your need to protect her. It's your prerogative as a parent. But sending that man to talk sense into me? Threaten me? You're losing the moral high ground here. What kind of way is that for a DA to act? What would the voters say? I have the right to meet my... To meet my lawyer is what I was going to say, excuse me. I have the right to meet my daughter, and the lawyer I spoke with agrees. But more importantly, Rachel has the right to know who her mother is, to know the truth. Do what you know is right. Sera. But sending that man to talk sense into me... There is a chance that that man could refer to a lawyer, maybe a friend of James's at the district attorney's office, you know, going to say like, hey, if you continue on with this, we can tie you up in so much legal red tape that, you know, oh, you'll be reeling from this 20 years down the line, just leave her alone. It could mean something like that. Or, considering that, you know, James prosecutes criminals... could be something far more malicious. Okay, but that was it. Okay, but we know where the key is. Or at least we think we know where the key is.
Found you.
Nice. Oh. Hello. Oh. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, yeah, we read that. Hey, Price. Thanks again for playing with Mikey. Haha, that was a good game. Good luck with whatever you're dealing with. Be safe. That's from all of us. Thanks. Mikey says, tell Chloe she can handle anything. Hope so. I fucking love Mikey. I love him so much. He's so cute. Okay. Aww. Alrighty then, let's break into this.
Welcome to Shadyville.
Well, that's suspicious. No, that wasn't what I wanted. Whoops.
James's stamp collection.
Doubtful. Oh, secret phone. And we did hear buzzing when we entered the room.
I have to know who James is talking to on the secret phone of his. It could be about Sera.
Okay. Let's scroll all the way to the top. There we go. From me, from James. I'm told you can help me with my problem. Crossing the line, eh? Let's talk. We'll call tonight. I found who you're looking for. Call you in 15. And then this is like a week later. Well, this isn't a charity. I'm gonna need you to do what we talked about. I can't. Sure you can, because I talked to your girl, and she has a big mouth. Turns out she's not so easy. We're going to need to be more hands-on. So I didn't catch the date of the email, but I would assume that, this is the guy who went to talk sense into Sera. She was like, nah, fuck off. Get wrecked. Don't hurt her. Okay, so at least James is saying, oi, don't get violent. Relax, I've got my best guy on it. How's your daughter? Hey, Damon, you know she attacked me first, right? You really should teach her to behave better. Nothing? Guess you don't need this taken care of anymore. James. He decided that Sera was such a threat and his daughter was so important to him that, sack the voters. Sack the people I've sworn to serve and protect, or whatever a DA swears when they, enter that office. Oh, sack all of them. I'ma make a deal with a drug dealer. Great.
James is working with Damon Merrick? This is insane. What were they talking about? Is the girl Damon's talking about Sera? Whatever is going on, I need to see if Damon knows where Sera is. But how do I get him to tell me?
You'll pay. Where is Sera? Ooh. Oh, I'm drawn to you'll pay because I feel like that would be the expected response. If you get what I'm saying, if like, oh, he just stabbed Rachel, he's saying like, oh, you should teach your daughter better manners, da-da-da-da-da. Like, how many parents would be like, tell me where Sera is? Like, that doesn't sound right. Whereas being a bit like, oh, you'll pay for this, screw you. I think that's what Damon would expect James's response to be. We're trying to pretend to be James here. We need to make it convincing, and just going straight for where is Sera, I feel like it could raise some red flags for Damon. You'll pay for what you did to Rachel. I told you she came at me. It was self-defense. Jesus Christ. Okay, I told you she came at me. It was self-defense. Besides, pretty sure you still need me. It's simple. Either you do what I want, or your little problem becomes a big problem. Now, did you take care of the evidence or not? What did I say? About the shit in the filing cabinet. James is tampering with evidence now.
Shit. What do I say?
I did you first. If we say you first, he's gonna say, nah, you. And again, we know that James has evidence in his office. I think it's a pretty good guess that he did it. I did. I know you're new at this, but here's how it works. You show me proof. I give you what you want. Yeah.
Hope James actually has this evidence. Don't think Damon will tell me where Sera is. Unless I send him a picture.
Yep. Right here. No.
Shit. Which of these is Damon talking about? I could just take a wild guess and see what he says. Or maybe there's some info on the case hanging around the office.
It's the glove. So we have casing, knife, and the glove. I want to see what she says about all of them.
Did Damon really shoot someone? Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Victim, Eli Forbin, Officer Ernie Yates. 22 casings, Tumnus lumber. No, that wasn't it. It was the glove. His glove was found at the scene.
Could this be the evidence? Damon and knives seem like a solid bet.
For the same victim. So someone was shot and stabbed. Damn, Eli, what did you do? Who did you fuck about with, Eli?
If TV has taught me anything, these babies will be swimming in DNA.
Yeah, it's the gloves. So yeah, I'm waiting. What? That's evidence, right? Yeah, and now you fucking destroy it. Why are you so bad at this? I'll get right on that, okay?
If I can figure out how. How do I destroy a glove? Maybe I can burn it somehow.
I was going to say, can we burn it in the bin? Oh, hold up. Letters.
Sera sent all these letters. James never gave them to Rachel? That's so messed up.
To my Rachel, my name is Sera and I am your biological mother. The first thing you should know about me is that giving you up was the worst mistake I ever made. I was struggling with something at the time, something I've been battling ever since. That battle has taken everything from me, most importantly you. But now I'm in a place where I know I can be a part of your life. It is more than I deserve, I know, but I would love to try if you want to. Please take your time, and if you have anything to say or any questions, hearing from you would mean the world. I love you very much, and I hope to meet you soon. Love, Sera. I wish these were dated. I wish these were dated so we can see, because there are a lot of letters there. There are a lot of letters that Sera has been sending. I feel like this must have been going on for years. It's not that she just got her act together recently. It's that she got her act together years ago. And she's sick and tired of James saying, no, Rachel doesn't want to see you. Yeah, I gave her the letter. Yeah, no. She says no. Yeah, 100%. And I think Sera maybe, thought, I don't think he's telling the truth. I'ma go and see for myself. Dearest Rachel, I hope it's all right for me to write you again. I haven't heard from you yet, and that's okay, it really is. I feel like I have so much to catch up on, I don't remember much of my life. It's a symptom of the choices I've made. So much is lost. Except you. I remember everything about you. The crinkle of your nose, the depths of your eyes, the knowing smile that somehow made it seem like you'd seen it all before. I can call it up whenever I want, as clear as a summer day. I was so afraid. Afraid that I would be a terrible mother to you, that I would screw you up, the way I screwed up so much of my life. Now I know, of course, that my fear was wrong. Far worse than being a bad mother is never knowing what kind of mother I would have been. I'm sorry. If you can find the courage to forgive me, maybe we can start over. I want to. With all my might, I want to. Love, Sera. Beautiful Rachel. I read somewhere, maybe a fortune cookie, that you can never step in the same river twice. Now that's from Pocahontas. That wasn't a fortune cookie, love. Because after it moves, it's not really the same river anymore. It's something new. Do you think that's true? I try to picture you reading these letters. I wonder what your reactions are, how I might seem to you, this mystery mother. I don't blame you for not writing back. You'll write when you're ready. I imagine your dad is still wary of all this. That's okay. James is protective of you, just as I would be. But he's also a kind and compassionate person. I don't think he is. Considering he was keeping these letters, I don't think he is. That was the problem, really. I wasn't cut out for him, or the life he wanted to give you. I knew it then, even when he didn't. I know we can never have the same relationship we should have had, but I hope we can have something new, together. I hope it so much. All my love, Sera. These paint a very different picture of Sera than what James told us. And here's the thing, these letters, bearing in mind, it's Sera writing them. So obviously they're not exactly putting her in a good light, but yeah, she's saying all of the right things, shall we say. And it's very hard to tell how much of this is genuine and how much of this is Sera just saying, oh, if I write this, then maybe Rachel will want to see me. It's very hard to gauge. However, it's what I was saying before. James was going out of his way to portray Rachel as this two-dimensional, drug-addicted loser who was a danger to everyone around her, and she fucked up so many lives, and I just didn't feel like that was the case, because people aren't two-dimensional. People are complex and deeply flawed and wonderful in a way, I guess. And James wasn't trying to portray that complexity. He was no, she was a bad person. She disappointed me. She didn't live up to my expectations, and that means she's a shitty person. So, fuck her. The
Sera in this letter doesn't seem anything at all like the person James told us about last night.
What did I just say? James, I understand your reluctance to let me speak with Rachel, but don't you think the decision should belong to her? Everything I have done over the past year, so she's been writing for a year, has been to prove to you that I am ready to be in Rachel's life. I have gone through rehab, I am in recovery, and I am no longer in need of money or assistance. I know I can be a positive influence for her. I am coming to Arcadia Bay, in the hopes that we can at least meet to discuss this so you can see how much I've changed. If you have any feelings left for me at all, you will give me a fair chance to prove myself, to you, and hopefully to Rachel too. You were the love of my life once. Please don't take this away from me. Sera. Some of the letters are smudged. I can't tell if she was crying when she wrote the letter, or maybe she was just, it was still damp when she folded it, but I find that an interesting detail. Oh, Costerman and Shapiro family law cease and desist. Dear Mr. Amber, I represent Sera Gearhart, lawful mother of Rachel Amber and petitioner for partial custody of Rachel Amber, her lawful daughter. Please take notice that Oregon law requires current guardians of minors to respond in good faith to any and all lawful petitions by parents to re-establish contact with their children. On behalf of my client, I hereby demand that you cease and desist from unlawfully denying contact between Sera Gearhart and Rachel Amber. You are now considered to be on notice that continuing refusal will result... I'm sorry I keep stumbling over this. I have a very mild migraine developing in the top of my skull. It's rather distracting. You are now considered to be on notice that continuing refusal will result in a petition for suit filed under Oregon Family Law Statute 42.4b, Tillamook County Family Services. This letter constitutes your final notice on this matter. Sincerely, Kevin G. Shapiro, LLC. She's serious. She's very serious about this. She's getting lawyers involved. That'll cost money. And, she said before that she was financially stable, so presumably she's gotten a job. The fact that Sera has gotten lawyers involved. What did I say before? Why didn't James take Sera through the courts? He was an up-and-coming lawyer. Steady employment, in good standing with the community. Sera was a drug addict. There is not a chance in hell that she would have gotten, probably not even partial custody. She would have been, you can see her supervised visitation every other weekend. Maybe not even that if James is a good lawyer and he had really good representation. But he didn't want to do that. He didn't want his reputation to be tarnished. And if he sent her money, there was a pretty good chance she'd OD and kill herself. And she'd be out of his hair.
So, this looks like Sera stopped cashing the checks James sent her. Guess he forgot to mention that during his story last night.
He was sending her $3,000. We don't know how often he was... She's been voiding them since December of last year. And it looks like there are ones before that. She's been sending the money back for a while. Damn. Oh, there goes... Well, there goes my timer. And with that, I am going to bring... Actually, you know what? Let's read the journal. There we go. I remember. Sometimes I remember. Okay, Max. I don't think you can know how you feel about someone until you almost lose them. Until you sit in a hospital waiting room, frozen in place, yet somehow falling, silently, desperately pleading to hear their voice, touch their hand, make them laugh. Then you know. It was weird being with Rachel's dad, and actually kinda nice. We were on the same team suddenly, and none of the other shit mattered. I think I can see why Rachel loves him. Got to check in on Mikey, spend some time with him and Steph. Oh yeah, and cheer Mikey up with some more hardcore nerd gaming. After what felt like forever, Rachel woke up. Even with everything that's happened, she's still focused on finding her mother. So I am too. Here's the plan. I'm going to dig around James's office, find whatever I can about her, and track her down so they can meet. I don't care how tough it might be. Chloe, the bounty hunter. Nice. Okie doke. And with that, I am going to bring this episode to a close. In the next one, we destroy police evidence. Yay! But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.